Pursuing agricultural diversification and food sustainability have been targeted over past decades with varying degrees of success, most facing sustainability issues. At a 29th November press conference with Minister Samal Duggins, who has responsibility for agriculture and fisheries, the minister was asked to explain the confidence level he has in achieving the country's food security goals and being able to sustain such accomplishments in the long run. The minister believes that careful analysis of each challenge and determining the mechanisms needed to resolve problems were all crucial towards achieving sustainable success.
What we have sought to do really, and I can't speak entirely on past efforts I could speak about now, is really analyze the entire value chain of agriculture. And so it's not just improvement in one area. We've analyzed what are the challenges that farmers are facing with land preparation, and we've sought to develop that. We've analyzed what types of seeds that they are planting and how does the climate affect the type of germination, growth, and productivity of that. And we've sought to rectify any problems there. We've looked at what production challenges outside of the seedlings and the growing of seeds that they are having, and we've sought to rectify the challenges there. So let's take our project that we did with the bananas and the pineapples, because we recognize that high quality planting material was a challenge. And so that's why we brought in over 150,000 pineapple slips. That's why we brought in hundreds of thousands of banana and plantain slips. And that's why we are growing for our farmers tomatoes, melons, and different types of seedlings, catering during the year to different conditions. What are drought tolerant, heat tolerant, all these conditions we've considered. But we've looked even beyond that. What happens after the fruit is harvested? How is it handled? How much of it we are losing? Why are we losing it? That's why we invested into storage. And then we even went beyond that. What happens to those that may not meet the fresh market in time? That's why we have done some work on reconstructing the agro-processing unit to be able to handle more capacity.
Dealing with the lack of proper crop storage facilities will also aid in long-term sustainability, said Miguel Fleming, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture.
If you're not able to store the produce, then you're only able to supply the supermarkets for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and they want much longer than that. And when you have stuff like sweet potatoes that are always running out, but then the only thing you need to do, other than increasing your production, is to create the storage facility where you can store these sweet potatoes up to 5 to 6 months. Then these are the things that we needed to do in order to ensure that we have consistency. And then, like I mentioned earlier, packaging come into play and all these things in order for you to sustain, because you are not going to get into those markets if you're not able to present your produce in an appropriate manner. And then we can go a bit further and talk about our plant diagnostic lab that we recently launched, and in order to ensure that we can test our produce and ensure that there are no pests and diseases and all those type of things when we export into those countries. So it's a whole new direction, and that we really can move agriculture without including the science.
St. Kitts and Nevis joined other CARICOM member countries to significantly slash the country's food import bill by the year 2025. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.